Good morning to each and every one of you. I want you to know that we're about to get started and have a very important conversation. Welcome to the Larry Live platform. On this morning, we're allowing you to look into our closed community once again. And I'm doing it by inspiration because I feel like there's somebody I'm talking to that I need to get in their ear so that you can be updated as relates to your future and what is happening right now. I know it's very tense, especially if you are in the Middle East, if you're in America, or you're in any of these places that is involved in this geopolitical unrest. I know as a citizen that you are probably a little unnerved. Well, that's what's happening at the macro level. I want to come right where you are and show you what you should be doing in times like this. There's some things that you need to do in your relationships, in your business, in your money. If you have stocks, real estate, real property, the more information you have about where we are and what is happening, the better decisions that you can make. And I just happen to not just be a deconstructionist and a church critic, but I'm also a prophet. And so I have these abilities to where I'm able to see and hear, and it causes me to help other people to be more informed in their life. Also, I've sort of taught myself and trained myself through years of reading on how to see the patterns in the heavens and the patterns in history, and then project and begin to sometimes even predict the possibilities of what could happen because the stage is set for it. So I want you to begin to find the Larry Reid Live platform wherever you want to look at it at. Now, it airs live on YouTube and Facebook several different times. It also airs live inside of our closed community. But I put clips everywhere. I want you to get locked in. And the way that you get locked in is you text these three letters, LRL, to 1888. 1888. Text these three letters, LRL. Ooh, he's so slow, y'all. I try. Text these three letters, LRL, to 888-982-3820. That's 888-982-3820. So you can know when I'm live. I'll text you the link. You can hit it and get up to date on what is happening. So we're about to go into that right now. I'm going to have you here for a little under 2 hours. I know some of you may be on your way to church or whatever, but tune in here. And then you can also have an opportunity to support MBN Network Global, who I work for. And this amazing organization is not just national, but it's global, and it's doing many things in many different areas, particularly in Ghana. And I'll tell you about that more. But we're about to get started right now. Go ahead now and text LRL 888-98 LRL to 888-982-3820. If this is your first time tuning in, consider becoming a patron, coming into our private community, Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. All right, so I'll be right back. We're about to get started. The trajectory point, that's the theme of this month, and it has so many prophetic implications.
Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here, you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Lifestyle Plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AIR project, we're creating jobs in Africa, beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be a part of our daily prayers, Weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, Sundays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Breakdown Q&A Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on Patreon, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us on patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you. Church Critic by Dr. Larry D. Reid. An examination of the Larry Reid Live Show perspective. Available now on Amazon and Kindle. Inside, he shares his unfiltered perspectives on the issues the church often avoids: the role of women, deconstruction, fatherlessness, homosexuality, decolonization, and the clash between Western and African Christianity, and so much more. Get your copy today on Amazon and Kindle.
I know some of you guys have probably been having a whole lot of different dreams. And if you have been having dreams, I know many of you have been having dreams. And I want to help you decode this message that Spirit is giving to you. See, you are consistently receiving signals, and you're consistently seeing symbols. Some of you have been seeing numbers. And then you dream these things, and you're sitting in a wonder. Well, I've created a chat GPT. I want you to click the link, and I want you to download it, and it shakes hands with your chat GPT OpenAI profile. And it'll show up on the left-hand side, and it says the dream guide from the side. I've been interpreting dreams for many years, and some of your most amazing voices in the community have came to me by night over the last 15, 20 years so that they could have their dream decoded. And so since I don't have the time that I used to have, I still wanted to be able to do that. So I downloaded everything that I know. I downloaded all of the information that I've ever learned throughout doing this for so many years, and I put it into the Dream GPT. So click the link, and you are going to be able to have me in your pocket, on your device, on your phone, whenever you wake up first thing in the morning. Write down the dream, and then copy and paste it into the chat GPT. Then it's going to give you the interpretation and explain to you the symbols. Be very descriptive in your typing up of the dream. And then what it gives you, I want you to copy and paste and put it back into the space where you record all of your dreams. And you're going to find out that the Spirit of God in you is helping you move forward and causing you to see clearly. These dreams are like a letter. These dreams are like a letter that comes from God, unopened. And with the chat GPT, you will be able to open this letter and read the message that is coming from the mind of the Spirit concerning you and yours. Click the link right now so that you can have the new Dream Chat GPT, me, on your device, helping you decode your dream. All right, so pull that too, Kendall. Y'all, we're doing a live show, but at the same time, we killing a few things. So you got the intro from the first part. You got this right here. That's the two clips already. There's another one I need to do. What's this here? Oh, here, let me do this one while I'm live. I'm about to do the one for the what's the face? You got the link for that to put in the chat? All right, I'm about to do this. For so many years, we have been taught in European Western Christianity to beg God, Lord God, Master God, our Savior God, begging Him to do things that a kind God just would do. Well, I want to help you understand how to pray Africanized prayers. Prayer in the way that it was taught to the first civilization, the original Christians even that began in Ethiopia. You need to use your mouth to create the world that you want. And there is an articulation. Jesus, teach us how to pray. Prayer is a technology. It's a spiritual one. It's neurological. It's electric. It's fiery and dynamic, magnetic. It is physical, tangible, spirit becoming something whole and held in the hand. I'm going to show you how to articulate the way that you should be praying. I want you to click the link right now. Click the link and you're going to learn how to pray differently. No more begging. We're going to create with what we say. God sits in us and wants to work with us. Let's work with him to create the world that we desire. All right, that's another clip. All right, gonna put that up for decolonized prayer. Y'all all right with us working, right? We working and we working. We working and we're working. Y'all got it? All right, so, and this is a gift that I'm giving to the main platform because you normally wouldn't see any of this. It will all be happening behind a paywall. But I want to share that with you guys so that you can get a little look behind what we're doing. See, Larry Live, the funny, the laughter, all of that is a lure to get you to learn with the hopes of changing how you earn. That is the whole mission of the Larry Live show. It is just an extension of the work that is done in the lives of people to empower them and to impact them. And this type work is dependent upon those of you that donate to it. I want you to look at me as the front man to represent something that came from out of the mind of God. And that's all that I am. And I hope that you learn. I'm a great voice for the MBN network. They think so because they hired me. And I think that if you would just allow me to talk to you, I think I'll be able to help you. And we'll learn from each other as this relationship grows. It'll start off with me being your teacher or the person that undergirds you, you know, your weapon in your pocket that nobody knows about. But then eventually, as we begin to grow and know each other, not only do I find more of a space in your life to assist you as a prophet, but it's possible that you end up being something to me and possibly for the MBN Network Global or the community, Reformation community, or Larry Live show. We don't know. But let's get into relationship and see where it goes. It starts with becoming a patron, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Give it a try. Be on the prayer line Tuesday through prayer sessions. Actually, we're about to change the name of that and call them manifestation mornings. So I help you manifest at the top of your day between Tuesday and Friday. Sometimes it's every day, sometimes it's not. We just got to be plugged in. And then on Sunday mornings at 8 a.m. and then Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Q&A. I'm telling you, this can change your perspective. And then you end up changing your life. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, so what time is it now? It is, 8:17. So I'm about to get started talking about trajectory period. If you have not seen part 1 and 2, you may feel like you're missing something, and you're correct. Part 3, I'm going a little bit further. I want to discuss a few things today. One thing I want to discuss is the 5 prophetic signs that you have entered trajectory season. Put that in the chat so people coming in can know what we're talking about. The 5 prophetic signs that you have entered trajectory season. And then I want to discuss with you the 7 strategic moves that you need to make during the trajectory period. I also want to talk to you about, I know it's a lot, and I may not get to it all, I also want to talk to you about the areas that should be inspected at the trajectory point, and there are few of them. And so these are the three things that I want to accomplish this morning, and I'm going to do them in no particular order. But these are the three things that we're going to be doing this morning. We're going to look at the areas that we should be inspecting at the trajectory point. We're also going to look at the 5 prophetic signs that you are at a trajectory point. And then we're going to also look at those 7 things, and I think this probably going to be the last thing, the 7 strategic moves that you should make during the trajectory point, at the trajectory point, okay? Are y'all ready to get all of this? Now, all this started coming into March the 1st when Spirit began to speak to us about this month. This is what Spirit said. I'm slowing things down to fine-tune your aim. You won't use as much strength as before, but you'll do more. This change in pace will give you unprecedented precision at each degree of your progression. You're strategizing inch by inch, and you'll implement and be exact. Carefully consider every move in this recalibration. What that literally means is that it's time to get very technical and very tedious. Pull out your measuring devices and begin to do some measuring, do some reconsideration. This is work that you do before a launch. This is work that you do before you're about to go into a next level or a next phase. And the work that you do at the trajectory point determines your projection and your trajection. It also determines your precision in meeting your mark or hitting your target. So work at the trajectory point is terribly important, and it's personal. Even if you are married, the trajectory point is personal before it is something that you and your partner considers. You must be in your own evolution, revolution, calibration, and recalibration of your own person. And then as a pair or as a group, then you know that continues on. But at the root of it is you. You are the root and you are at the root. So the trajectory point work is very personal. There is nobody that can do this except for you. It is tedious, it is technological, it's energetic, and it is absolutely important. And so I hope that you are embracing this prophetic word. Let me define the trajectory point for this teaching. The trajectory point is the moment where correction overrides acceleration. It's always been about going to go get it, get your bag, start the business, make sure you're doing this, let's go, let's go, let's go. But Spirit is like, hold up for a minute, pay attention, pause, slow up. That's where we're at right now. The trajectory point is where correction overrides acceleration. Let's pause and let's look at some things and make sure everything is correct and make sure everything is proper. The calibration matters more than momentum at this juncture. At the trajectory point, aim is adjusted so arrival isn't only possible but precise. Speed is no longer impressive here, but accuracy is. And this is our two of our base scriptures. First one, your ears will hear a word behind you saying, this is the way, walk in it, whenever you turn to the right or to the left. Let thine eyes look right on, and let thine eyelids look straight before thee. Ponder the path of thy feet. Look at this visual here. Ponder the path of thy feet, and let all thy ways be established. Turn not to the right hand, nor to the left. Remove thy foot from evil. Okay, so all of this is giving us trajectory point significance. Your sight, your vision, where you're walking, listening to Spirit and the leading of Spirit. All of this give us all of the technology and the tools and the postures that we should be embracing at the trajectory point, okay? All right, so I think that sets the stage for us to go into I think the first thing we need to do, leave the 7. Let's look at the areas. No. Let's do the 5 prophetic signs that you were at the trajectory, in the trajectory season. All right, if you're watching, take a moment and hit like and share. Hit like and share. Right, Dr. Dorothy Parker said alignment. Key word at the trajectory point. All right. Okay. Hey, Christian Patton, did you receive your prophecy? I sent it earlier. You should have received it. Okay. Let's get into the 5 prophetic signs that you have entered the trajectory season. Later on in this live broadcast, we're going to give you an opportunity to support MBN Network Global. And there are only 2 ways to do it, by sending Zelle or hitting the Stripe link in the chat. And I know that everybody watching me is not at the same level of faith or finances, so we have different tiers at which you could donate here. And so let me show you this. Everyone that is watching us here, everyone that is watching us here, you're able to participate with us right now by supporting us. I'm asking that everybody that is watching me, at least 53 of you, to put in your mind, before I get off here, this was great. I heard something I haven't heard before. This really inspired me. It really educated me. We are in the 3rd month of the year. And whenever you see a repeated number like 3, it points to something that is prophetic that I don't have time right now to go over. And so we're doing all of our donating with several 3s in it because we're in this 3rd month. Now, and what we are doing here, we're not just doing like an offering or just a donation simply. I mean, you could do that if you choose. But we are in the practice of seed time harvest and sowing seed. The idea is that I'm sowing a specific seed with a specific number, with a specific meaning, and my money is the seed. And I'm going to get back money and the intentionality and the focus and the purpose that I am putting in this seed. This seed is going through a time, and then a harvest is going to happen. Now, it's a spiritual principle. It's older than Christianity. It's older than Islam, Judaism. It is absolutely African, and it's tied to the way we exchange with nature. This is a universal principle. If you give, it shall be given. Okay, that's just reciprocity. But seed sowing is intentional, where you begin to decide what you're going to grow. It's not just the overall principle of reciprocity, because if I give something to you, then I'm going to get. I mean, because it's a cycle, it's a reciprocity. It's a process, a cycle of giving and receiving. That just happens. It just happened. And the way that the Spirit is and Father is and universe is, if there's a need, it's going to be met. It's just how the thing just... Now, you may go through a little stress. You may be a little bothered. You might have to go through where it look like there ain't much going on, but eventually it's going to be all right. That's just how it is. But see, when you're in the sacred art of seed sowing, then you are determining your future. And that is the work I really want to get you in. So anyway, everybody here is at different levels of our faith and our finances. So I want you to look at this and make a decision. So I can do at least $53.33 before I leave here. I'll be one of the 53 people. We're looking for 53 people to do that, to support what we are doing. What does that mean? So that we can keep the lights on and we can continue to do everything that MBN Network Global needs to do globally. See, it's not just here. In fact, those in the chat, start telling them where you're at. Those with you blue ranches that are Celeste, and those of you that don't have blue ranches, but you are a part of what we're doing. We're all over the world. All over the world. And you can support that. And it's always good to support something bigger than your own personal reach. It's always good to do. So everyone here will be partnering with us with this moment. 53 people, $53.33. And those of you that are going to perform a little bit higher than partner, that makes you a high performer, $133.33. And the profit that works for me in this community is going to be contacting you. Stakeholders, he's going to contact you as well. You're just going to do this whole master number thing. It's just a layered with 3 energy, and what that means, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 5 threes. And 5 is grace and its versatility and empowerment to do what I typically cannot. So that may be good for those of you that are partnered and married. $333.33. And then those of you that are business owners, this will be good to do out of your business, because I am going to send you an audio, and it's going to have on it what I see and what I hear from Spirit for you. That's our way of saying thank you for supporting the MBN network. Those of you that do Super Seed, $533.33. And I am going to ask for 10 of those. 5 stakeholders, 5 high performers, 53 partners. And that will really put us where we want to be on today. And thank you for that in advance as it begins to transpire. And we'll show you how to do that later on. In fact, you may need to go ahead and put the Stripe link in there so that those that got to go, they will already know. No, you can put, put the Stripe link for the donation. Yeah, this is for MBN. We're not talking about the Taruma. This is for those of you that gotta go. You gotta leave. I'm not gonna be here the whole time, Larry. For those of you that gotta go, gotta leave, okay? All right. Okay, so let me get started. All right. 5 prophetic signs you have entered a trajectory season. Number 1. You ready for number 1? Number 1 sign that you have entered a trajectory season is that you have your tolerance for misalignment disappears. Anything that is out of step, starting with you now. Anything that is out of step with what you know is meant for you and for your future. You suddenly can no longer tolerate this. And this is something that you'll notice at level changes. Whenever you're moving from one season to the next, one level to the next, you're going to always deal with this intolerance that comes up to where you're easily irritated with what isn't a fit no more, what isn't functioning and moving the way that it should. Why isn't there any movement and progression in this? And why is this not operating the way that I have set? Why is it that you can't be a great team player and you're letting the ball drop? We've been in this relationship for a while, and I realize, it's one-sided. You say that's that intolerance. It's one-sided, and I'm not understanding why is this even real? This is a fake relationship. This is fake. I'm giving, you taking. You ain't never giving nothing back. You're not supportive in what I have going on. I'm always there for you and supporting in what you got going on. This relationship is fake. I don't have any more tolerance for it. And this over here is wasting my time. So you suddenly cannot tolerate fake relationships. You suddenly cannot tolerate. You can't tolerate the waste of your time. And if something isn't productive as it should be, you look at it as a weak system and a weak process, and you're no longer okay with it being that way. You want productivity everywhere. And this dishonesty thing that typically you just let ride by, you let folk just lie to you. And you know in your spirit, this nigga's lying. And you's not telling the truth and something is missing. And you trying to deceive me, you playing up in my face. What is not real? I don't care how long it has been a belief. I don't care how long y'all have been cool. But it's lacking authenticity. And see, if you have been with me a while, you know there's certain planets energetically that are imposing this as well. So it's not just what Spirit is saying to us, but the heavens also are aligned for this to happen. Pluto, Neptune, Saturn, and Uranus. Pluto and that Neptune starts asking questions about what you have believed and why you have believed it, who you have been connected to and why y'all connected. Who is your friend and who ain't? Who been hiding stuff from you and betraying you behind your back? All of that comes up. Neptune and Pluto causes that questioning of things. Neptune really, the questioning of beliefs and faith practices. And so this is where you are. And maybe you have thought that you're in a certain mood because you're under pressure. No, it's not that. If it does not fit, you can love somebody and they don't fit no more. That is something that I recently had to learn. And trying to make them fit is a disservice to them and to you. This force fitting and trying to hold on to people because you care so much, that is insanity. Let's just call it what it is. That's your trauma response. That is you not wanting to abandon people the way that you were abandoned. And you're not even considering the big picture. You are not going to reach your goal. Your vision is not going to manifest. You're not going to complete your assignment, the reason that you were born, if you keep fooling up like this with this right here. Hell, it's time for change. A lot of time we talk change and we make adjustments. I'm talking about for real, absolutely changing some stuff. No, I don't want to live with you no more. Well, I don't understand. We've been living together and roommates for years. I don't want to live with you. Well, you're just going to leave your mama here? You know, all the children then left and now you want to move. Yes, I do. Somebody else going to have to take care of you, or hopefully you got your insurance and stuff put together. And I know it may sound, and even from an African standpoint, we never leave our parents like that. The community take care of the family. But there are some situations where parents want you to sacrifice your own vision, your own life for them. That's toxic. And so your intolerance now is at the forefront. Before you get disrespectful to them, sit with yourself. That anger is really at your own self, what you have allowed. It ain't just them. Yes, they're controlling, they're terribly opinionated, but it ain't just them. You signed up for that on some level and made it okay because of the benefit that you were getting, maybe some security, I don't know. But let's pay attention to what we have settled with ourselves. And maybe that is a projection of anger. The reality is you stood in it, you signed up for it, and you made it okay because of the benefit. And now it's not okay anymore. And that's okay that you no longer want to play. No more fake relationships, no wasting of my time. I'm not fooling up with no system that's not productive, and I ain't fooling up with no dishonest niggas. I just ain't. That is Prophetic sign number one. Now, what's the prophetic aspect of it? Because, hold on. When you get really clear about what you want and you begin to make decisions that say, this is what I do want, this is what I do not want, that goes into your future. The energy of that goes into your future and starts clearing your path from distractions and wastings of your time. So I want you to pay strong attention to what has been irritating you and you sick of. And I say, that's real country there. I'm sick of it. That's one word in the country, sick of it. Who is that? Sick of it. You sick of it. You ain't got no more. I don't have no more for that. I don't have no more. I can't do that anymore. I love you, but and maybe me saying I'm sick of it and I'm tired of it, it feels like it's personal. It ain't. I just ain't got it no darn more. I'm at the trajectory point. I'm trying to fix my aim. I've got to hit my target. I've got to hit it bullseye center. And right now, this is taking something away from me that I need for my tomorrow. I still love you. We still gonna be friends. But it ain't gonna be like it was. Because you don't fit where I'm going right now. You just ain't a fit. Y'all got it? So this is trajectory points-ish. Because once misaligned, you don't want that. You want to be aligned. You don't want to create a miss. And you got to do this work comprehensively, 1 degree, 1 inch at a time. Be meticulous right here because you're about to take off. And things are going to accelerate. But they're going to accelerate and take off in the direction of the aim that you have adjusted at the trajectory point. You want to make sure you don't land miles off. You want to hit it dead center. So you're going to have to be very meticulous about this work, this corrective work, this realignment work. Number 2, y'all got number 1? Things that you once ignored now irritate you. You see the misalignment immediately. It's intolerable. And remember, that's corrective energy there. Number 2, your intuition becomes sharper than your logic. I was in Dubai. Logistically, I knew I was safer in a missile and drone attack in Dubai than I would be if one happened almost anywhere in America. But my intuition caused me to feel a certain kind of way. So I called Shamaka, who is the prophet that's going to be calling you guys that support us, donate at the high performer and the stakeholder level. I called him. I kept calling him. He was with me in Dubai, and he didn't hear it. And so I said, well, let me call FaceTime. You know how y'all do. Come on, women. Y'all know how y'all do. You want to get somebody. You start pulling out all your tricks. I said, well, FaceTime is a different ring. So he might hear it, because, and I did twice. The second time he answered, hello, he was dead asleep. And I said, what you think about us leaving Dubai and going back to America? And he said, you pulled me out of a dream where you was running to me and said, I got the tickets, let's go. And I knew, just like he would know, if Spirit working with me, I said, like, I know what's up. Well, let me not ignore that. And immediately began to try to get us out of there. The third time I did. That was intuition. Ladies, you always know. If you're a woman and you're in the chat, I want you to put in there, I always know the truth. Now, this is for anybody, even those of you that are male, who know how to tap into that femininity. The femininity is prophetic. The femininity is the prophetic aspect of spirit. It's the clairvoyance. It's all where all them clair senses sit and this femininity. So if you have that in you, whether you male or female, however, or man or woman, however you identify, and you know how to get into that space, put in the chat, I always know. I always know. And right now, your intuition is getting sharper. Who you have listened to, what you have listened to, who you have dealt with. You're beginning to pick up some stuff. Wait a minute. Why is that coming across my mind? I've been knowing them 50 years, 20 years, 10 years, 2 years. Why is that coming across? There's a reason that's coming across your mind. That's your intuition. You might need to have a conversation. I don't know if they did it yet or not, but it's coming to your mind. So let's have a conversation. This keep coming to my mind about you about this. And most people going to go on the defense and say, I ain't did that. Well, they didn't want to talk about what you been thinking about. What's on your heart? Because that thing, you bring it with you when you're in my air, and it got me feeling a certain kind of way. What the hell is going on? So your intuition is picking up stuff. And let me tell you, it'll come to you about the person closest to you. The intuition, the spirit, the prophetic sight, it don't care about who you love and how you love them. It can be your own mama. And your intuition say, she controlling. Your intuition will say, she talking about you behind your back to your sibling. And that's why you and your sibling can't get along. Because really she favor them and not you. See, that's intel that spirit must give you. But you must be in a place to hear it. And sometimes we're so tied to people, places, and things. We got all these ties to where we can't hear spirit telling us what we need to know for ourselves. And then everything spirit tell you, your intuition pick up, you ain't got to say nothing about it. Just let it change your moves. Okay, now that you know that, you say, okay, well, I don't need to put on this that I have towards them because really they like this. So let me pull back. Boundaries. Boundaries ain't so you can keep people out. The boundaries are so you can keep yourself safe. You can have your heart open to everybody, but your boundaries is keeping you safe. You're like, did you hear about how they said that Penelope had XYZ? Oh, I know who she is. I've talked to her several times. She seemed to be nice to me. But she done did this and did that. What? Boundaries kept you safe. See, your heart's still open to where you love Penelope. You love Tom and Sarah. But because you have boundaries, your communication and you're dealing with them, you dealt with them with that boundary in place that kept you safe. And somebody else who opened their life up to that joker done got. Do not ignore what spirit your intuition is saying. It's heightened right now. And that's a sign that you're in a trajectory season. That spirit, that intel and intelligence is trying to get you clear of every tie that ain't proper. So when you're in a space like this, you suddenly get clarity about people. Fast discernment. Strong internal warnings. Unusual dream activity surrounding them. You start detecting patterns faster than before. Intuition has sharpened herself in you. Number 3, old strategies stop producing results. You can't get results using what you used before. I know that is so unsettling and I hate when it happens, but it's great. That means my methods have to upgrade, change. Those methods stop working. They don't fit. It's like, what? I don't understand what's going on. You know how we love to blame the devil. It don't be the devil. It be the divine. It's the wrong D. It don't be the devil. It be the divine. Frucking up stuff. What you mean? You saying the divine is messing? No. Whenever stuff starts frucking up, whenever stuff that start going bad and off, a lot of times I think we feel like we're under attack by a devil. No, it's the divine that is literally causing you to see the truth. That this is a whole mess. This is craziment and strange, weird and off. And you have set with this and set with this and didn't even know that it was like this right up under your nose. So now I need to change my method. This strategy isn't producing results anymore. Your old marketing methods don't work no more. They dry up. I had to shift that with Larry Live. Because before I would do lots of funny covering topics, lots of funny, people laughing, they're donating, they're coming in, they may, a small percentage of them are coming to Patreon. That was the model. But then I began to change the platform and change it in degrees. More and more. It started in 2019, but then 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, and 2025, it's almost like I received a different strategy. And this is the strategy I use now, which is why I'm out here in the public. There may only be 10 people watching now who normally will watch if I'm covering something funny or cultural or political or something that's viral. And those 10 people, this is what I noticed. Those 10 people, when I come out here sharing the way I do privately, they almost always sign up for Patreon. When I normally would get 10 out of the 3,000 watching live when I'm out here cutting up. And those 10 that come, probably 3 of them will stay. But what I noticed doing it like this, those 10 that come in Patreon, they end up being active. Before you know it, they in Celestial Circle. First tier. We're developing a second tier. And I said, oh, so I can go live with thousands less, but end up with more engagement that lasts a long term. Yeah. See, the old strategy stopped producing the results I wanted. And so I had to make a shift. So old marketing methods don't work no more. Outdated business strategies, maybe even the name, communication styles, financial habits, all of that, change. Not getting the same results as before. That's not failure. It means your operating system is upgrading. Old tools cannot carry you into a new direction. So you have to shift it. And see, I could still do it the old way, and it produces what it produces. But if I want to maximize, if I want to fully become, I'm not just looking at the fact that it's producing. I want it to produce and work in its most optimal way. And if that means that I've got to throw away an old strategy, then bye-bye. Because what I want is to do the thing that's going to land me that's going to land me where I want to be. Excuse me. Number 4. Excuse me. Number 4. It's the fourth prophetic sign that you have entered trajectory season. Certain people move quietly out of your orbit. It's the silent relationship shifts. Just silently, just nothing dramatic, nothing traumatic. It's just a slow move away. Distance starts forming. Less calls, less texts. The conversations change between you. Roles shift. You know, when you're in a relationship, a friendship, you pretty much know what role you play in it. But then in the trajectory season and that correction that's happening around the base, you may notice, I can't feel them the way that I normally feel them. I can't locate them. So they're out of place. Or is it that I'm out of place? A shift has happened. And let's not make it dramatic. We just now are on 2 different trajectories. Everybody don't occupy the same path forever. I don't care if you got a marriage contract. I don't care if you built a multi-million-dollar business together. You may still be connected, still be friends, but you will not occupy the same path forever. Eventually, paths separate. Where's the tissue? Excuse me, y'all. Still got sinus draining. All right, Shamako says, I used to didn't like it. That is very country. But now I see it's necessary and needed, and it feels more comfortable, although you still love them. Yes. T. Gatlin says, I had this to happen with my closest family. Glow put it real simple. Everybody can go. But we have to be careful with that so we don't end up in our ego. And we become egotistical in the stance. You know, I'm going somewhere and I'm going to the next level and everybody can go. That's a true statement. But where is this coming out of your ego? And this ain't what Glow was talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Is this ego talking? Where the hell you going with your ragged self? Maybe you just feel like you're going somewhere. You ain't know. I'm glad you let me go because you ragged. Sometimes people make these statements to me. You got to cut people off. I'm saying goodbye. And they're fully in their ego or in their emotions because there was some trauma in it and they can't see the part that they played. So we not friends no more. And then they think they fixed it and they still left with the person that was the problem, which was them. You see. Y'all already know I'm in this space of 1. It's very, very interesting to say the least, finding I'm out of alignment with majority of current connections. That means you are a mystic. Every misfit is a mystic, and every mystic is a misfit. So discovering that you're no longer a fit is a gift. Okay. Number 5, prophetic sign that you are in trajectory season. Your focus becomes extremely narrow ouch, amen, because my focus has become narrow, and there are people around me telling me that they feel like I have dropped them. And I explain to them, that's not the case. I still love you, but I am in a different space, so it is going to shift our dealings and connections some. And if we really friends, we're going to be all right still. See, you start to reduce your distractions, and you know what your distractions are. Some of you are financially distracted, but I'm going to get to that. Trajectory season reduces distractions. You may notice fewer interests. You're not even interested anymore. You have stronger priorities, sharper focus on your purpose. Your energy is focused on a max of 2 main things. Before, you had to do 4, 5, 6 different things, and your focus and your energy was split. But now, you're really focused on these 1 or 2 areas. That's that narrowing of your focus. And that is building momentum for the launch. Allow this trajectory season work to take place. All right, I'm going to move fast now because I only really got 30 more minutes. The last 30 minutes is recognizing those of you that have supported us. And if you're watching and you say, okay, I'm going to support, I've heard a lot, this has been a blessing to me, I can spare $53.33. I'm asking for 53 people to do $53.33. The way that you can do it is the link in the chat. Please drop the link. Those of you that practice the teruma, that means that you give 2.5% to a prophetic priest, a supervising priest, a worthy priest. Those of you that practice that, you'll see a link for teruma. You'll see a link for, excuse me, for your trajectory point seed. And you can also Zelle it. Those of you doing high performer 13333, Shamarko going to call you and stakeholders. Super seed, you're going to hear from me. And the way that you're able to do it is on your screen right now. These are the ways that you're able to do it, and the link is in the chat. Excuse me. I ain't had my morning coughing where I get everything up. All right. Ooh. My God. Got that out. I need to blow my nose too, but I can't do that on air. Let me see. Let me see if I can private this. Y'all look at that, and you go ahead and start doing your donations. And then when I ask, put in the chat, tell me what you did so I can recognize it. Let me blow my nose. I'll be right back. Oh my God, y'all can still hear me? Ah! Oh my God. Oh well, you do it at the house. I just hope you won't eat or nothing. Somebody said all of it. I'm sorry. You said it sounded like oh my God. You know that morning you had to do that big cough, and I didn't do it because I was already in my notes. Somebody said all of it. Heard all of it. We were not muted. Felt. Oh my God. I'm sorry. And I didn't even spray my nose. That would have fixed it. Yeah, bring both of my sprays. Okay, yeah, I'm going to get back into the teaching, I promise. I forgot to do that. I got so caught up. And see, that's why sometimes when it comes to doing the morning manifestation prayer thing, The other, I'm like, I want to have my own time. Because I get so focused on you guys, I put myself to the side. I ain't even spray my nose, and I need to be spraying my nose so I don't be in no mess. So let me, you said it's not like we heard you for, I mean, sometimes they're going to be equivalent. Some people, they see that as the equivalent. Okay, let me spray my nose. That ain't that bad. Y'all can see that. 2 pumps of this, what is floating? What is this? What you call this?
It's Celestine.
And then a Zelathin. If you got allergy problems, get you some Zelathin. How you say it, Nancy? I ain't saying it right. A Zelatine. And you see I'm not sniffing, and that run like you got snot come out your nose, but you just pat, keep your head level. You know, if it run in your throat, it does. Sometimes it can. But you just like that. Ooh, oh God. You said it's a lot of pump. You do 2 per nostril, and you do it twice a day. If you do that first thing in the morning, you got allergies, like I do, it's like turn all them things off where they don't be overreacted, because allergies ain't nothing but the overreaction of your immune system. It just calm all of that down. And I have to do that between February and March, and a little bit of April. Then I have to do it August, September. All right, those of you that are in the chat, let me know what you have donated. Kendall is starring them so that I can let you know that I know. Okay? You said a day in the life type of footage. And y'all see what was running down. So you know my haters are going to take that screenshot there and use it, you know, but I don't care. I don't even care no more. I got some Mullen tea, baby. Yeah, the spray, it does help. Okay, there we get out the chat. Okay. Said wash your hands. Oh, yeah, you ain't got my spray stuff that I do? I do it. I wipe all of this down after. Don't worry about it. I ain't got time for that. Okay. All right, let me go ahead and finish. All right, 7 strategic moves during the trajectory period. Oh, my God, I need to do I want to do that first? Okay, y'all, I'm just going to have to dump this information on you, and maybe I'll come back and give it legs. Because if I don't, I'm not going to finish this whole thing. And I only have 30 days to deal with these topics. So 7 strategic moves during this trajectory period. Number 1, the audit of your direction. Well, actually, I'm going to say audit your direction. Ask yourself these 3 hard questions. Where am I actually going? Can you answer that? Who is helping me get there? Can you answer that? What systems support that direction? And if the answers are unclear, trajectory correction is required. So audit your direction. This is what you need to do right now, March the 15th, 2026. Audit your direction. Where am I actually going? Who is helping me get there? What systems support that direction that I'm moving in? Number 2, another strategic move to make during the trajectory period, in addition to audit your direction, is remove friction immediately. Friction can be a draining relationship. It can be a car payment. It can be a mortgage. It can be a lease agreement, rent. Remove friction of a draining relationship, inefficient systems, unnecessary committees, business owners, and unnecessary commitments, outdated habits. Remove the friction. Because friction, if you understand friction as far as movement is concerned, friction can create a delay. Number 3, another strategic move to make is strengthen your internal systems. And those of you that are in BAND, B-A-N-D, that 12-week coaching session with me, you're going to hear this differently. In fact, let me not even do that part. I'll leave that for BAND. But let me just speak about it personally. Strengthen your internal system. That means your mental discipline, your financial clarity, your health stability, your spiritual grounding. Strengthen all of your internal operating systems. And this is so important to do this work because am I saying you cannot be successful and get somewhere without doing this work? I'm not saying that because it's not true. It's just not true. But that external success collapses at some point without internal structure. So you might as well do the hard work right now of these internal system checks and changes so that your success isn't fragmented or becomes fragmented. Number 3, a strategic move in this time will be to make smaller but more precise moves. Don't do it big right now. Small is the new big. Precision over volume. Strategy over movement. You ain't got to decide on everything. Let's just decide on this part. Fewer decisions that you can execute those few optimally. You can execute them better. And then measure the results carefully. Number 5, observe patterns, not promises. We're talking about people work. People reveal their trajectory through their patterns. You cannot be looking at nobody's potential and try to take them somewhere they're not ready for. You've got to look at their pattern. Watch their consistency, their reliability, their flexibility, their honesty, their follow through. I'm going to call you back, then don't call you back. I'm coming over at this time, then they don't come over. I'm going to meet you there and you there 20 minutes, 30 minutes before they show up. And this is a pattern. This ain't a one offer. That observe patterns, not people. Number 6, position yourself near emerging power centers. We're talking about the strategic moves to make at the trajectory point. Position yourself near emerging power centers. And this gets us into a conversation about how we people. Because a lot of us, we're loyal to our own default. And if you want to increase revenue, advance, increase capital, you got to understand capitalism. And capitalism can be toxic and predatory, which is the way the United States practice it, or it can be like capitalism in Dubai. Capitalism in Dubai has more integrity. It's more people focused. It's more collective focused. I'm pretty sure, just like anything, it has an ugly underbelly, and I know it does, because it's capitalism. But if you want to advance and you are in a capitalistic world, I got to get you to think more business-minded, because this relationship, lovey-dovey, friends and being connected and even family stuff is going to keep you broke. You have got to start to position yourself around emerging power centers. new industry leaders. You should be able to look at, okay, this is the great leader for this moment and this time, but we're in a new time, and it looks like this leader over here is actually better. So let me focus this leader. Oh, I love my pastor. Oh, I love my prophet. Been there for years. Yeah, you can still love them, but you need to be focused over here, because this right here gonna make you a fit for what's to come. And this is the new emerging voice. This is the new next best thing, and you need to be near it. New industries need to be working with AI. AI is not going to replace you, but you're going to be replaced by the person that works with AI. New industries, emerging technologies, growing global regions. You need to be visiting those places. Oh, I'm going to Jamaica. Okay, what is Jamaica emerging on? Tourism is their thing. That's it. There may be some other things. But in your work, you're a techie. So why haven't you been to China? Why haven't you been to Silicon Valley? You can go back to vacation in 3 years from now. The next 3 years, you go on places to learn. You're positioning yourself around emerging power centers and getting in that air. You never been to Singapore and you work in finance? And you talk about being in economics, and you haven't been to Singapore, you need to go to Singapore. Get in that air. An emerging economic corridor. See, being early in the right place multiplies your influence and affluence. Get in on a stock early that's emerging. Get in on a property that's in an area that is emerging. Position yourself near emerging power centers. This is personally, and this even deals with real property as well as stock market positions. All right, number 7. Strategy. Protect your energy like it's an investment. And this is something that I've learned and am learning. Protect your energy. Is Shamako in the chat? Oh, yeah, I seen him. Protect your energy like it's an investment. Energy is the fuel of trajectory and trajectory. So you got to protect it from constant drama. Who is that person that is in your life that is a consistent, just avenue of drama to connect to you? Unnecessary debates. I'm not arguing with you back and forward in my comment section. What the hell? Is you out your mind? I protect my energy like it is an investment. And I am not going back and forward with you in the comment section. I am the brand and you playing in my sand. I'm not paying attention to you. You can come in there and say all of what you want to say. I am not getting caught up in no unnecessary debates. Do whatever you want to do. I'm protecting my energy like it is an investment. I'm protecting myself from emotional vampires. I can't do all of that. The friendship got to be easy, breezy, cover girl. It's got to. You can't come into my lifetime. I want to date you, Reid, and you already like this all the darn time. No, that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna do that. I was married before, and the woman that I was married to wasn't like that. Well, she had a little few times. But that's not, that ain't how, I can't do that. I come from a household where there's a lot, and I am allergic to that type of communication. And when they get like that, my ears go off, and I might get mean. Because I don't do that. Anybody that ever tells you that, oh, Larry's upset, he's on the rampage, and when things don't go right, and that's a lie. That's a lie, because that's not my natural. If I get irritated, I go quiet, leave me alone. Now, if you bothering me and I ain't bothering you and I'm giving you the signal or telling you leave me alone, you keep bothering me, then you might get the rah-rah. That's the rah-rah Reid. But mine normally is quiet and calm, especially if I'm dealing with something. So you can't come all of that emotion. Well, you didn't make me feel, and I feel like you don't love me, like you don't. Okay, you need to go find you somebody else, because I'm not your husband. I sure ain't put no ring on your finger, and you're not paying my bills, and I'm not paying yours. So this is too much, right? I don't need all this. You're an emotional vampire trying to satisfy your emotional thing by pulling from me. Get your teeth up out my neck, emotional vampire, go to hell. Chaotic environments. You protect your energy like it's investment, and you do not go in chaotic environments. Hell no. That's why you ain't been to family reunion. That's why you didn't go to the high school reunion, to the college reunion. That's the reason why you're not going out with that friend circle on that girls trip. That's the reason why you ain't going home, because it's chaotic and it's crazy meant and nigga meant, and you don't want to participate. What I said that wrong? Participate. There you go. You don't want to do that. So hey, let them judge you for being funny acting. Well, I'm just gonna be funny acting, because I ain't coming around y'all niggas. Protect yourself from chaotic environments. All right, last thing I'm gonna talk about. I've done pretty good. If I can just do this part fast. Let's look at the trajectory point. Trajectory is inspected in certain areas. And let's look at a few areas. First area that is up, let's look at relational trajectory, since we sorted there. Who's aligned with my future? And whose future am I aligned with? Who's draining me, and am I a drain to someone else? Who is limiting me, and am I a limitation to someone else? Who is enabling me, and am I enabling someone else? Who's secretly around me competing with me? Am I competing with someone around me? Who celebrates me publicly, but I don't hear from privately? See, I have learned that Larry Reid expects public and private appreciation and praise. And for me, it causes me to trust the future of our relationship, because it says you can handle me. It also says that you're not ashamed of me. Let me tell y'all something. For me, a lot of people love me, call me, text, anything. Oh, I love you so much. But I don't see that posted on your social media page. And I don't see you liking and resharing. But you're supposed to love me and like me. Everybody that is in my life that is extremely important to me supports what I do. And let me tell you what I told somebody. I said, look, I am helping you in this area every month. And the way that I'm able to help you in this area every month is because of the work I do online. How come I don't never see you in the chat sharing and liking? So you want the benefit from me, but you don't want to publicly support me. That makes me think you talking about me somewhere, or you fooling up with somebody that talks about me and don't think positive about me, so you protecting your darn self while benefiting from me. Oh, so that's what you're doing. Okay. I want you to know I see you, and one day you're going to wake up and I'm going to be gone. Relational trajectory. I need to look at where these relationships are going. Is there a future in me and you? That's the question. Is there a future in me and you? Whether this is platonic, romantic, business, professional, is there a future for me and you? Who strengthens your clarity and makes you clear quickly? Who stay close to that person? Who causes you to question your own darn self and your vision and everything, and always got something negative to say? Identify that joker. So relational trajectory. Misaligned relationships reroute your destiny. It's time to align. You got to understand that everybody's very clear on their enemy over there because of what they say and what they do. But we're not really clear about the people who are attacking your destiny, your purpose, and your life without weapons. Their presence is contradictory to your trajectory. And you still got them there in that place. And you talking about your enemies over there. Let's look at the enemies that are attacking your life, your purpose, and your destiny without weapons. Their very presence is creating a contradiction. They are attacking your life with weight because you're carrying them. They slow you down. You can't just make your car payment, you got to make theirs. You can't just make your rent payment, you got to make theirs. See, all of that is on a time continuum because you have got to launch and you cannot be paying other people's bills. Now that's an ouch, amen. I started 3 car notes I'm paying right now that ain't mine. And I just got rid of my Maybach. And I got one little around the town, little Mercedes for Kendall if he got to do something. But I don't really need that. But I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about 3 other ones. You see what I mean? Oh, I'm at the trajectory point and I am correcting. Absolutely. My money ain't been my money. And I don't know how, and I don't know if ever. But I know to go forward into what Spirit got for Larry, I got to correct this. No, it's not my responsibility. You're just going to have to make adjustments like I had to make. Are y'all hearing me? I used to send a certain amount of money somewhere every month, and I just cut that thing in half. In my mind, I'm thinking, well, what are they going to do? They ain't thought about what I'm doing. And what am I going to do if I keep doing this and I'm not taking care of that for me? No, cut. And then that's on a time continuum. I'm cutting it down. And then after a little while, it's just going to not be no more. By the time I go back to Dubai, I will be out of every financial obligation that ain't mine to have anymore. That's professionally and personally. That is one of the things I've got to correct, and the reason why I felt to come back to home base for several reasons. But one of them is the correction of the trajectory. Because that I'm not supposed to be doing anymore. All right? So who you keep close will either confirm your aim or they're going to throw it off. And let me tell you something. Dysfunction in a relationship don't feel like dysfunction. It feels familiar. It actually feels comforting. Until somebody has a correction in their angle and in their placement that now throws everything off. And what the people around you will do is try to get you to go back into the angle that makes them feel comfortable. Oh, hell no! Don't you normalize misalignment because it's familiar? That is absolute dysfunction. And keeping that set up is throwing off your aim. And let me tell you something. Not everybody in your circle is in your corner. And the way that you find it out is by cutting the cash. Cut the enablement. Cut the benefits. Put you first. And then look how folk react. Oh, okay, so that. Well, no, you always did this for me. You always helped me with this, and now you just cutting it off. Right. Did you think it would be always? I woke up there, I'm putting myself first. I do not owe you shit. You hear? Hold for a minute, I got blue stuff. I know I'm helping somebody while I'm talking out of my life, because what I'm saying, I'm talking out of my life. Soul said, he said, I tune in, I watch, he's a contractor, not a member of, any of this. And he said, but I tune in and watch you just to know what's going on in your life. He said, because you teach. He said, I watch you just to know what's going on in your life because you teach out of your life. There's some folk been in my life for years and don't realize that. I always give warnings by what I say. And I always let you know what's about to come down the pipe. And you can always hear where I'm at in my life and what Spirit is saying to me by what I'm saying to you. And I know I'm helping somebody because you, especially if I receive your teruma. See, the good thing about the teruma is all the powers and giftings and anointing, protection, all that stuff. But the downside about the teruma is that the lesson that you're probably learning in life is a lesson I'm learning in life. We're connected. We're in covenant. And if I'm getting betrayed, you start discovering betrayal in your life. If I learn a big financial lesson, you start learning a big financial lesson. It ties us. And I'm very aware of that. And that's why I live a certain kind of way. And I'm not talking about live a certain kind of way like in the holiness church sense of the statement. I'm talking about bringing no harm to myself, bringing no harm to nobody else, putting myself first, not allowing nobody to discount my value, because then you're going to do that. So I live consciously because I know I'm carrying a community. And my vibration affects the community. When I'm in Dubai, when I'm in Ghana, or anywhere, if I'm taking care of myself and relaxing and resting, all of that comes down to you if I receive your teruma. So that's what I mean by I live with that in mind. If I'm unkind to myself, you're going to be unkind to you. If I'm ignoring myself, you're going to ignore your health. So I live with that responsibility, and I feel it. That's why I'm not out here on the internet dragging people who deserve to be dragged and put all my attention over there and whipping you with my tongue, which I could do and would enjoy it. But it would not be beneficial to me, and especially if I receive your teruma. So you're not going to see that. You may see me having to respond, but I don't have to respond nasty. I know that you're watching me, and I know that what I do affects you. So I'm not going to do that. That's a relationship. The teruma is our relationship. All right, that's relational trajectory. Ooh, there was a lot in that. Say it again. It's 9:30. Okay. Excuse me. All right, look at another area that trajectory demands inspection. Brand and identity trajectory. What are you known for? And I had to ask myself these questions. You're known for gossip. Well, that ain't what I do. But that's the category people have put you in because of what you do. You ride the fence of funny and facts, and you talk about it in a gossipy way. And because you have done that so long, they throw you in the world of gossip. So, okay, so how are you going to change this? So what I'm going to do, I'm naturally funny. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover the topics differently. I started that, y'all, in 19. Here we are in 2026. It's really been the last year or two. People do not connect me with gossip culture. Just now, maybe the last 2 or 3 years. But it took all that long time because I had to shift my brand and my online identity. I realized, oh, you've been wearing black shirts before all these other podcasters started wearing black shirts. And you shifted your content, but you still in the black shirt. Start wearing some outfits. Have y'all noticed sometimes I wear different colors now? It is so that you'll get the identification to the new conversation. And now I've expanded how you see the Larry Live platform. What are you known for? What do you represent when people see you? What do you represent? What story is your business telling about you? By the logo, by the colors of the logo on your product. When they go to your IG and they just scroll at face value, can they tell what you do and see all of what you're good at? Brand and identity trajectory. What are you responding to and hitting like on online? That's telling me where your passion and your desire is. If I will pick up your phone right now and look at your news feed, am I going to see nothing but girls squatting? Am I going to see nothing but funny? Am I going to see only things that are foolish, fights? Or will I see education, astrology, numerology, finances, politics, books, self-help? I want you to pick up your phone and just go to your explore page and see what come up. That's going to tell you the truth. Because even if you don't like it, the way the algorithm is, it sees what you look at and how long you stay on the page. So it's going to put that in your explore tab. So you can't even lie with AI. AI know. Lord, when AI start telling everybody the business, we're going to be in a mess. What is your presence training people to expect from you? The colors, shape, and sizes of your product labeling. Does your image, your attire, does it match your assignment? Brand confusion is trajectory sabotage. Get clear about your brand and your identity. And your brand ain't just your logo and your colors and your captions. Your brand is the repeated message your life and platform keeps sending. And so I had to adjust that. So a lot of black and white and racism and women's rights and gay rights and the Bible, questioning certain things, deconstruction. And I'm staying around those things on purpose. so that I'm no longer associated with that. Sometimes I get it wrong. Sometimes I get it right. Sometimes I do so, that's sort of like the old thing. That's fine. Don't be too hard on yourself. But make sure your messaging is consistent and not inconsistent, because you can unstabilize your momentum. So your platform, your product, the people around you, all of that has to be sending one message. If my best friend was not Shamako, what would y'all think about me? Let's find somebody who's raggedy. What if my best friend? Well, I ain't gonna do that because that's. Let's find somebody. Okay, what if my best friend was somebody that has baby mama drama, don't take care of their kids, that's always locked up in jail, and we best friends? That affects how you view me. Everybody has to be sending the right message. That's why you must, when I go to Glenda Glow's page, I see what she repeatedly publishes. What you repeatedly publish begins to be what you're known for. And your platform can't say one thing, then we put a microscope over your life and it's saying something totally different. Because then you're going to split trajectory. You're going to have these two possible paths that your future can go in, because you're inconsistent in your personal life. And there's all these possibilities of trajectories. Let's look at money and financial trajectory. Where is your money going? Tell the truth. Rent and car payment. Why? Where's your money going? Credit card payments. You mean all your credit card payments come to $1,500 a month? You need to go file bankruptcy. You making good 4, 5, 7, 10, 15, 30,000 a month, but it's going to car notes. That is dumb and it is stupid. It's only smart if you have all these cars and houses that have been paid for by the money that your money is making. But your paycheck is supposed to fund your future. It's not supposed to fund your right now lifestyle. It's not supposed to fund the lifestyle of your friends. I heard one of my friends say something like, oh my God, you said that you was going to Alaska, but now you're not going to Alaska. Oh, I wanted to go to Alaska. I said to myself, are you even thinking about how many years I've been flying your black ass all over the world free for you? And you have the nerve to say that you hate that I'm not going to Alaska? What? Your word ought to have been shut up on anything that I say concerning Alaska if I say ain't going. And that's not their fault totally. That's my fault for not creating boundaries to protect myself and wrapping my arms around people who have not done the work and sacrifice I done to enjoy this over here. Because you ain't did it. Financial trajectory. Where is your money going? Who and what are you funding? Why? And why are you funding this and you starving over here? You supposed to feed you first. They're telling that plane, that thing come down, put it on your face before you put it on into body. I don't care if it's a baby. You put it on you first. What habits are you doing with your money right now that's eating up your future? You are borrowing from your future to fund something now. That's stupid as hell. You say your goals are this, but looking at the way you handle your money, I don't think that's true. You're lying. See, when wealth is not your aim, there's going to be leakage. Your money, you do well every month. You make $7,000 a month is amazing. You make $7,000 a month. That $7,000 does not tell me if you smart or dumb. It just tells me you make $7,000 a month. Now, it does tell me that you have some kind of capacity to where somebody, some system will pay you $7,000 for what you do. So it does tell me that. But what it does not tell me is the direction and your trajectory. I have to look at every dollar, every euro, every dirham, every pound, and see where it is going to determine your direction. And if you're building for the future or you're financing a lifestyle right now. What I'm telling you guys, I learned the hard way. Please listen to me. Now, your bank statement is going to give me a prophecy of your direction. Because if your money is feeding comfort, chaos, an image, and your impulses, you are in a slow fade into financial crisis. You got to stop the drift. Just like you got to stay focused, your money got to stay focused. On what? Wealth building. Your paycheck should be funding your future, not your fetishes, not your comfort, not your image, not your right now luxury. Once your money starts making money, the money that your money make now, you can use that for these liabilities. After your assets are secure. This is trajectory point work. Let's make the correction. Just ouch and amen. I got you. A budget is trajectory. A budget is financial trajectory. I repeat, a budget is financial trajectory. Budgets are to cut and stop wastefulness. Investment, financial trajectory. Generosity, giving, financial trajectory. Repeated frivolous purchases, that's financial trajectory as well. See, everything you do, every deed, every thought, every word is a seed. And seed time and harvest is trajectory language. We're going to be doing, some of you already done, the trajectory point seed. What we are invoking are the graces with that 5. 5 is grace, 5333. The graces, all of the graces surrounding trajectory point work. Because we got to make this shift. This stuff you done heard today, it's going to check up on you. Now, if you go back to the way that you were handling your money after hearing me say this, a judgment you're going to invoke. It's just quantum field physics. Because I'm saying it, you're hearing it, it creates a broadcast signal. And so all of the energies of God that come out of the quantum field, that come out of the spirit world, are going to answer that broadcast and begin to bring to you everything you need to do it. Then if you do not grab hold of what's been magnetized to you as a result of you listening to this, then you experience that sabotage, that leakage, that failure quicker. It'd been best if you hadn't even heard, but you're sitting here. Now you have heard. So now you have a responsibility to respond. Your first response is the seed of 5333. But your homework is what you're going to be doing after that seed is planted. Otherwise, you just gave away your money for nothing. But you've got to follow that thing up with some works. Get that budget together. Start investing. Cut this over here so you can take that money and put it into investment. She just said, hello, lights. Okay, you said you hear me? All right. I love this question, but you ain't supposed to be asking me no questions. Would giving be only for income? Giving is for incoming. And what you give, you receive in that measure. So I want you to think not just getting money back. It don't matter if you do have an incoming. You may not have an income from a 9-to-5 or from business, but you do have incoming. And when you give of that, you create incoming. It's a law, a principle. This is not Christian. This is not Jewish. This is not Islamic. This is a principle that is bigger, wider, more vast than any religion, because that principle itself is God. Okay, Belter said, damn, ouch. Well, I'm teaching good. Then I got that toe. I got that little toe. I'm going to see if I can get it again. I ain't finished. So your bank statement is going to be a prophecy of your direction. And where your money goes, your energy is going. Can I do one more trajectory? Well, I gotta do spiritual trajectory. I'm just gonna be late. So that means I'm gonna owe 2 people that if I'm over time, I gotta pay. That's fine. I think I might can find it. Spiritual trajectory. What spirit are you partnered with? We don't pay attention. Y'all know these connections. Every person that you know right now are data collection points about you. Versus you looking at them, I want you to look at them as data entry points in your sphere of connections about you and who you are. What spirit are you really entertaining? Do you really want more of that your friend got going on with them? If you do not create a boundary and disconnect that energy from flowing into your life, you need a whole new network. Your network of connections, and each person is data about you. What discipline are you refusing? Meditation? Africanized praying? You rather just beg, Lord, please give me. That is weird and strange, but I do understand people were programmed with it. But when you get as far as I am in deconstruction, you look back at some of this stuff and be like, how did I ever think that was right? to beg God for something I need? And he's God. God is love. Who gave me this concept that I've got to beg him to heal my body? It's what he wants to do. And being that he lives in me, wanting me to have the best life possible, let me partner with that power inside and tell my body to be healed. And tell my cells what to do. Tell my blood what to do. Tell the system of my bodies what to do. Because I already know God is good. I already know what God wants to do for me. I have just got to align, not be misaligned, align with that energetically in my intention and in my faith and speak it. And then I have it and I be it and I know it. You rather just beg than Africanize your prayers. What voice is in your ear? This is spiritual trajectory. We're doing an inspection. I know you got a gift. I know you can see in the spirit. I got it. You got all that. But is any of that producing great character in you? How you do all of that and you don't have no character? Don't treat people right. No love, no honor, no respect. Do you have a robust, active prayer life? Meaning you're in that exchange that transforms you. See, you can be in that kind of exchange with spirit to where powerful things come through you. And that spirit will perform amazingly through you. To be frank and be honest, that level of engagement with the spirit is very, very mundane. But when you're engaging, and I know it's phenomenal, like just on the prayer call, I'm spelling out somebody's grandmother name that has passed through and passed beyond, and some other spectacular, that little stuff. I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing. Yeah, it'd be amazing to me too. But what's more amazing is the engagement that I've had with spirit that changed and transformed the way I think about me and the way I handle me and how I think about others and how I handle others. It's one thing for the spirit to be performing through you, but it's another thing for the spirit to be transforming through you. You see? Transforming me through and through. So you got spiritual activity, but you don't have spiritual alignment. You real good with it, but you off. You real gifted, but you personally can't say no to sandwiches. Undisciplined as hell. You very spiritual. We can feel it, we can see it's real. But you scatterbrained as hell. You can't remember shit. That lets me know you're not meditating. The meditation mind is not a scattered mind. It's a mind that's at peace. And I don't want you meditating on the word day and night. That's programming. That's the way the church use it. To program you to where you look at the whole world and everything. Where the Bible said was not in the word. The Bible said what the Bible said. Dumb, stupid. I need for you to meditate on what Spirit is saying to you and have said to you. I need for you also to be in a meditative mind so you can sort through what is on your mind. See, all of that neurologically is an exercise. And before you know it, you're smarter, you're more brilliant, intelligent, you're better, you're more articulate. It's because you're meditating. It is proven that it upgrades the way the mind and the brain functions. So it's one thing for the Spirit to perform through you, but there's patterns I can recognize when I know that the Spirit, you're not engaging with the Spirit at the level of transformation. You're in the performance level. You're not in the transformative space. That's how come a lot of us get shocked when we see prophets and powerful people we know amazing fruck it up when it comes to just being kind to others and not being narcissistic and egotistic. Like, how can you do that and at the same time be spiritual? I just gave you the key. Because you can engage with spirit in the performative aspect, but not in the transformative aspect. And it's easy. Although you may say, well, I can't do it. Well, you just think maybe you ain't got the gift or maybe you ain't been trained. I don't know. You ain't really worked that muscle in that area to where you can be used by him so beautifully, you see. But you don't look like him. That's where the problem is at. And a lot of us, our hearts getting broke because we send people who got all the performance. And so we think that means they've been transformed. No, that means they've worked that muscle. The transformative aspect of engagement with spirit is very personal. You measure their prayer life, you find out. I'm going to stop. 5 prophetic signs that you have entered a trajectory season. We did 7 strategic moves during the trajectory period, and we looked at different areas of trajectory because at the trajectory point, certain areas need to be inspected. We have 2 more Sunday mornings to discuss this. If you watch me, it's like, oh, I want the rest of them. Well, all of us not going to be out here. So you need to get in Patreon, patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. And if before you leave, make sure you support this platform. Don't leave like that. $53.33 at least. I'm asking 53 of you to do that. And then I'm asking 10 of you to do the super seed, 5 of you to do the stakeholder, and 5 of you to do the high performer. At least. These are not numbers of limitations. These are numbers of minimum. And if you're watching, you say, Dr. Reid, I want to get in Patreon, but then I want to be a part of Celestial Circle. Go to mbnnetworkglobal.org, click Celestial Circle. It's a one-time donation according to the year you sign up. So like 2 years ago it was $2,024. This year is $2,026. And with that, you get enrolled into a 6-week School of Prophets and Mystics course. Also, you get the two of the 12 coaching sessions for around your brand and accountability, networking, and development. The first 2 are life-changing. You said, I don't want to do $533 then, because if I do the 2026, I'm going to get all this other stuff, plus you're going to call me. Yeah, that's right. That's exactly how that works. So you just go to the website and click Celestial Circle, and we'll see you sign up there and get you through the processes where you can begin to enjoy that. And a great perk is to be in a community with others who are at the same level of connection to themselves and to spirit and their business and money that you are. So you may end up finding a lifelong friend, as many have. Okay, so while we're doing that, I want to recognize DeQuincia, who's done the Taruma, and also Partner Seed. Letitia Murphy, that has done the Partner Seed, thank you. Carrie Jones has done the Partner Seed, thank you so very much. Karen and Oris have done the High Performer. So that's 1 of our 5. Kendall, you got that? 1 of our 5, we got that. Catherine Hunt, Partner Seed, thank you. Mother Ivory has done a Partner Seed, thank you. Super Seed, Crystal Williams, you will be hearing from me on this week. God bless you and thank you. Inazar Reverse has done a Partner Seed as well as Taruma. Thank you guys for the Tarumas. I'm calling out the Partner Seed. But of course, all this is going to be posted in Patreon by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Thanking all of you. Naomi done a Partner Seed. Thank you so very much. Rashida Batsons. The Batsons have done a high performer. That's the second high performer we have. We almost got our 5. Dorothy Curtis, Taruma and Partner C, thank you. Regina Peacock said, thank you, Dr. Reid, for all you do. She's done a Taruma. Thank you, Regina. Kendall Peacock done Taruma and Super C. So I'll be sending you, Nancy, your prophetic word on this week. Beverly Sweeting, Taruma and High Performer. Thank you so very much. That's the third high performer. How many Super Cs is that? We got 2? And we want 10. Okay, CJ Tabiri, she done a Super C. Great. That's 3. We only need 7 more. Thank you so much. And your Taruma Tithe, I see it as well. Lori Scott has done Partner C. We should be in the 40s by now. Wow, thank you. Trenton did a Super Seed. So I will be hitting you up on this week. That's 4, right? That's 4. We only need, 6 more Super Seeds. Okay, Sonia Beasley done a Partner C. Thank you so very much. Shelly has done the, hold on. She done the 283 tie plus the 53. So she is done stakeholder. She at the stakeholder level. So Shamako is going to be calling you. That's our first stakeholder, ain't it? We want 5 of them. So thank you, Shelly, for showing up at the stakeholder level. Thank you. Shantae Y. Miller. Thank you so much. And listen, she done 1333. If you can't do 5333, do something with a lot of 3s. Okay? Thank you so very much, Shantae Miller. Kristen Patton has done the high performer seed. We're almost at that 5. Thank you, Kristen. Shamako Bryant has done the super seed. What's that, number 5? All right, we only need 5 more there. Mother Irene, which is our eldest in our community, has done the partner seed. Thank you. Rhonda has done the super seed. Wow, we got that's 6, right? We only need 4 more. Thank you, Rhonda. Dashima has done the partner seed. Thank you so much, Dashima. Remember, I asked for 53. We should be in the 40s by now with that. Akeem has done the partner seed. Thank you so very much. Also, Crystal Williams actually did over the super seed. Wow. Thank you so very much, Crystal. We already got her though, right? Okay, we got it. Make sure we got it. Okay, Vonda has done partner seed. God bless you. Dr. Stephanie Lynn has done partner seed. Thank you so very much. Lindsay 2 Hunter has done stakeholder seed. All right, we'll need what? 3 more? 2 more for stakeholder? Oh, we have 2 now. Okay, so we just need 3 more. All right, can I ask for 5 for them? All right, thank you. Candace Johnson, partner seed. Thank you so very much. Belta Slane has done the partner seed. Thank you so very much. Hey, Key, how you doing? Done high performer. That's 5. We got 5. Well, we probably gonna get more high performer. High performer always outperforms. Miss Pat done the partner seed. And happy birthday, Miss Pat. Linda Pro done partner seed. Thank you. Tamara, high performer. That's number 6. A high performer gonna do super seed. Wow. Every Evolving Might has done a Taruma. Thank you so very much. Latina has done a high performer. That's number 7 high performer. All right, super seeds, we got to beat them. They always outdo everything. Another high performer, Jenna Williams. Thank you so much, Jenna. Shamako's going to be calling all of you doing a high performance stakeholder. Another high performer, Aretha Henderson. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much, Folo, for your donation. Has done her seed. Crystal J done a partner seed. Thank you. That's the one that asked the question earlier. Monica Quiones, high performer again. Wow, that's 10. Y'all are showing out. Uh-oh, I just missed somebody. I hit the star. I hate I missed it. Dr. Kim Golden, partner seed. Thank you. Another partner seed from Rhonda Foster. Another, Adeline Faison, high performer. Thank you. Another partner seed, Lorene Bennett. We're going to get that. 53, Sheba Makiba. 53 partner seed, Ebony Black. Thank you for partner seed. The Real Chi, partner seed. Thank you. Lahoma, partner seed. Thank you. Another seed is sown by Maureen. Thank you, Maureen, for your seed. Nicole Count, super seed. How many did that make? And super seed? That's not right, Kendall. I said super. How many super seeds? That ain't right, is it? Oh, it is? Okay. 7. So we need 3 more super seeds. All right, so William Jones almost was a stakeholder, but he done well over the, almost was a super seed, but he done well over the stakeholder seed. So how many stakeholders is that? That's 3, but we need 2 more of that. Great. Another high performer, Julie Alexander. Thank you. And we're still looking at it. As they come in, Kendall's going to be starring them. And happy birthday, Mother Pat. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Everybody loves Miss Pat. Her birthday's actually tomorrow. Lisa's birthday was yesterday. But her gift don't get here till Tuesday. And who else? There's a lot of Pisces that I know in my life. All right. I want to say thank you for taking the time to watch, and I hope you will go back and you will listen again and again. Please listen to part 1. Part 2, we dealt with all of the astrological aspect of Uranus, Saturn, Pluto, and Neptune. We're also going to do more of that probably next week because we'll be closer to when Uranus is going into Gemini. I think that happens April the 26th. But March the 20th is something. Why is that dancing in my head? Why is the date March the 20th in my head? March the 20th, March the 20th. What is in my head? March the 20th. Oh, is that when we're going to Aries? Why is March the 20th in my head? Thank you, Erica, Partner C. Thank you. I see you. Is it possible to repost the links for prayer and dream interpretation? Miss Jasper Music, it absolutely is. Can nobody do it right now? Or anybody with a blue ranch. Anybody with a blue ranch? I think March the 20th is the beginning of Aries and the beginning of spring. Yeah. Or spring equinox. See, I know it was dancing in my head for some reason. I said, why is that locked in my head? It's Aries. Ugh. So we do need it. Okay. Now, y'all know Aries heightens war. Aries is ruled by Mars. So we probably going to see on or around March the 20th, and that whole Aries corridor that goes all the way till April the 18th. This is going to be very, 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 very a lot of activity around the thought of war, the act of war, the intention of war, and war acts. Because Aries. Okay. So it's definitely going to be an uptick in these wars. Absolutely. And how do we know that? I'm pretty sure spirit probably signals some of you that in your spirit, but the heavens are declaring it so. So we see so whose birthday was it? Okay, so Lisa, I'm forgetting somebody, Lisa. Oh, Crystal. Lisa, Crystal, Pat. Yana. It's somebody else. Oh, Orlando. It's Pisces. There's some more Pisces. If you Pisces, shout out in the comment section. Oh, that's right, Denise. That's right, Denise. Thank you, Florine Jones, for your seed and Taruma. That's high performer. She done high performer. It's another high performer. Wow. See, so Thank you, Nathan. Oh, Tam Jenkins is a Pisces. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Happy birthday to all of you. Beatrice Turner is Pisces. All right. Ooh. All right, you guys. I am complete and I am done. I have done my part. All right, now you got to go back and you got to listen and play it over and over and over and over again. Whew, this was great, but it was a lot. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing with our community. I hope you enjoyed being out here with our community. And thank you for your donations and for your help. And those of you that are watching me and you want to get in that community where it's always active, that's the Celestial Circle. You go to mbnnetworkglobal.org, click Celestial Circle. One time donation, your initial time, you come in $2,026. And for that, you get enrolled into not just the community, which is the values way much more, but you get into the School of Prophets and Mystics. And then you also get the first 2 sessions of the 12-week band. That's what we're doing. And I'm saying that right here so Miss Pat and everybody know what we are supposed to do. Anybody from the 15th to the 31st, I think there's 31 days in this month, that does that, that's what they get, okay? So Cindy Murrows is on the 13th too. I know it's somebody I'm forgetting. I know it's a group of people right in there. Yeah. All righty. So I see you guys later. And take care of yourself. Warly love this the way I say, take care of yourself. And if you're watching, and you need to be watching, if you're watching, consider joining.
Looking for a vibrant community where faith meets empowerment? Welcome to the LRL community on Patreon. Here you'll gain access to our financial wellness plan to level up your money game and the Build Your Immune System Health and Wellness Lifestyle Plan to keep your health in check. But that's not all. With the groundbreaking AIR project, we're creating jobs in Africa, beginning in Ghana. Plus, you'll unlock insider tips from senior executives across industries. And the best part? Be a part of our daily prayers, weekly coaching sessions with Dr. Larry Reid himself, Sundays at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, The Breakdown Q&A Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern on Patreon, and so much more. It's time to connect, grow, and thrive. Get the apps, grab the merch, and join us on patreon.com/Larry Reid Live. Let's build something amazing together. The LRL community is waiting for you.
I know there's some of you watching that you want to donate, but you don't want people to know that you've donated. That's okay. That's going to be posted in Patreon. Everybody won't see it, but I see it. You don't want your name called. Thank you so very much. And a special shout out to Crystal Johnson, who done an amazing seed towards the ministry on this week. Thank you so very much for what you did. Thousands upon thousands and thousands. Thank you. And everybody else that supports this platform, I thank you so very much. I love MBN Network Global and the people that have assembled to create that and who looked at me and said, you so good at what you do. Come do this for us. And so I got that going on. I'm enjoying that, and it is great. All right, so thank you, although you don't want nobody to know. Thank you so very much. And I understand that, and I get that. Okay? All right. I'll see you a little later on. A lie has been told to you, and you have believed it.
It it still has such an intensity, and the energy and the vibration in that place, you can feel it once you arrive.
At that moment, they allowed me to release my emotion.
Columbus never set a foot on any American soil before he died.
The lie is being exposed.
This is for real. They took our strong and able people, but they could never take all Africans away. And today, we have returned in peace.